What's going on, Street Brew family? My name is Caitlin and I am one of the co-founders of Street Brew Coffee. Today I just wanted to take a few minutes to chat with you guys to dive into my own personal inspiration for launching this company. Both my family and I have been actively involved in homeless outreach for most of the past decade. Whether that was volunteering with different organizations, helping them to fundraise, or going out and organizing teams ourselves to hand out essential goods and spend some time with people who are experiencing homelessness. For whatever reason, homelessness has always been an issue that was on my heart and an area that I wanted to have a positive impact in and make a real difference. My parents have a similar passion for helping the homeless, so dreaming up ways for us to make an impact is something we did regularly, and we briefly tossed around the idea of starting a social enterprise coffee company, but it didn't get very far, and shortly after I left to go get my master's degree in the United States. During my last year at university, one of the classes, which I wasn't really enjoying, gave us an assignment where we had to research and write a case study on a future ministry that was intercultural and charitable that we wanted to be involved in. Our prof gave us two options. We could either research an existing organization that we wanted to work with, or we could create our own hypothetical ministry. I realized fairly quickly that since we could essentially make up our own company and it didn't have to exist, I could virtually write anything I wanted for the assignment and the professor couldn't tell me that I was wrong. So I figured this would be a really easy project and I didn't take it seriously at all. But I quickly realized that I wasn't passionate about this fake ministry that I was making up. And I gave up halfway through and just forgot about it. Now, 2 days before the project was due, I suddenly remembered I still needed to come up with a ministry to do my project on. And I began to think about a ministry that I could actually see myself being involved in. And I thought back to the coffee company my parents and I had talked about a few years earlier. I started researching some other social enterprise coffee companies and fleshed out what my dream for my own coffee company would look like. I dreamt pretty big and got really passionate about this company, so I wrote an in-depth plan and mission for it, a plan that I still hope one day becomes a reality. When I submitted this project, I made it sound like an incredible company that actually existed, and my professor was a pretty big fan. He emailed me a couple days later and really encouraged me to find this company and join them because they had an incredible mission that I was obviously passionate about. Little did he know, this company didn't even exist. It just came from my imagination. That summer, I worked a part-time job that had the potential to become full-time, but towards the end of the summer, I decided it wasn't an avenue I wanted to pursue anymore. Midway through the summer, my dad had mentioned that he really felt it was time for us to launch the coffee company we had talked about for years. Now, I love coffee, and I've always dreamt of opening up my own coffee shop, so I was fully on board. So my dad and I started to plan and dream and scheme about the company that you now know as Street Brew. While we were planning and researching our company, I told my parents about the project I had written a year earlier that I hadn't originally told them about. They read it over and they absolutely loved it. And by September of 2019, all three of us were on the same page and ready to launch Street Brew Coffee as a social enterprise to help the homeless here in Toronto. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video of me explaining my own personal inspiration behind starting this company. It is really crazy how sometimes you get inspiration from the most unlikely places that really sparks something inside of you. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys don't know who Street Brew is, we encourage you to check out our website in the description below, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to learn more about us as we continue launching new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for your continual support of Street Brew. Together, we're going to change the landscape of homelessness, one sip of coffee at a time.